In a small, dimly lit club, a failed musician named Charles strummed his guitar, pouring his heart out into every chord. He had spent years chasing fame, but the limelight never found him. Despite the rejection, he continued to perform for a small, devoted crowd. One day, Charles decided to let go of his desire to be famous and focused solely on creating music he loved. To his surprise, his raw authenticity struck a chord with the audience, and his fan base grew. Ironically, by not caring about success, success found him. Sarah, a high-achieving lawyer, was drowning in the endless pursuit of perfection. One day, overwhelmed by stress, she decided to reevaluate her priorities. Instead of trying to impress everyone, she chose to focus on what truly mattered: her family, health, and a few close friends. By caring deeply about fewer things, Sarah discovered a newfound freedom and joy. She realized that life was too short to waste on meaningless concerns. John, a young man battling anxiety, constantly worried about worrying. The more he focused on his anxiety, the worse it became. One day, he learned to embrace his feelings rather than resist them. By accepting his anxiety as part of his human experience, John broke the cycle. Gradually, his worries began to fade as he focused on living in the present. Imagine a mysterious figure known as the Disappointment Panda, who went door to door, delivering uncomfortable truths. He visited Lisa, a social media influencer obsessed with likes and validation. The panda told her, "You'll never be happy if your worth depends on others' approval." Shocked but enlightened, Lisa started creating content that reflected her true self rather than pandering to trends. Her authenticity resonated with her followers. Michael, a middle-aged man stuck in a monotonous job, felt trapped by his circumstances. One day, he realized he had the power to choose his response to life. Instead of blaming others, he took responsibility for his situation. He enrolled in night classes, pursued a new career, and eventually built a life he loved. Michael learned that happiness comes from taking control of one's choices. Emma, a terminally ill woman, decided to spend her remaining days doing what she loved: painting. Instead of fearing death, she embraced it as a reminder to live fully. Her artwork, filled with vibrant colors and bold strokes, became a tribute to life's fleeting beauty. Emma's story inspired her community to appreciate the present. Kevin always measured success by wealth and status, but he was deeply unhappy. After losing his job, he reevaluated his metrics. He started volunteering, connecting with others, and finding joy in simple things. Kevin learned that meaningful values lead to a fulfilling life. Jenny, an ambitious entrepreneur, always chased the next milestone, thinking it would bring her happiness. One day, she realized that happiness is not about achieving goals, but enjoying the process. She began to appreciate small victories and found joy in the journey. In the end, all the characters learned the same lesson. By caring deeply about the right things and letting go of the trivial, they found a meaningful and fulfilling life. This collective realization tied their stories together, proving that the subtle art of not giving AF is the key to true happiness.